This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Thursday, August 6th, 2026. I'm Gary Dick. Columbus-based Toyota Material Handling North America has cut the ribbon on a new $100 million manufacturing facility. It's the largest single investment the company has made in Columbus. The nearly 300,000 square foot building will exclusively produce electric forklifts, bringing the campus's total manufacturing footprint to nearly 2 million square feet. CEO Brett Wood tells Inside Indiana Business the facility was designed with future growth in mind.
We can actually flex the factory in a way to build more forklifts per day if we need to, if the demand is there. Then, hopefully, if the demand is really strong, as you mentioned, we can actually expand the walls. And then we bought enough land, acquired enough land to move out into that land that's not being used right now and expand our factory very easily. All planned from the beginning, from day one.
The expansion has created 140 new jobs, many of which have already been filled. In Northwest Indiana, the Portage City Council has approved a new ordinance that places restrictions on future data center development. A new zoning code creates a technology campus district that would be the only zoning code that can be applied to a data center project. It establishes a variety of restrictions for projects, including a minimum 500-foot setback from any residential districts or 200 feet from any other zone property. Eli Lilly and Co is reporting $23 billion in revenue for the second quarter. That's up nearly 50% from the same quarter a year ago. The earnings driven by weight loss blockbusters Mounjaro and Zepbound. Lilly also raising its guidance for the year, expecting revenue between $85 and $87 billion. Boston Scientific has broken ground on its new $138 million medical device distribution and manufacturing building near the Indianapolis International Airport in Plainfield. The facility expected to employ 300 people and will be responsible for global distribution. Elkhart-based LCI Industries is reporting second quarter net income of $67.1 million, up from $57.6 million during the same period last year. The 16% increase comes as the company, which manufactures components for the RV and transportation markets, prepares to merge with Elkhart-based Patrick Industries. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Thanks for listening to this IBJ Media podcast. You're probably going to remember this ad. Do you know why? Podcast advertising works. 85% of listeners recalled hearing an ad during a podcast, and 70% of podcast listeners have acted after hearing an ad. So whether you're looking to be heard across the entire IBJ Media podcast network, sponsor one of our shows, or just start with a 30-second ad, IBJ Media can help. Contact advertise@ibj.com to learn more.
Strack Van Till says it is making grocery delivery more affordable by offering the same price customers see in store across its third-party delivery platforms, including Instacart, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. The new pricing initiative, launched last Friday, removes the additional markups customers often encounter when shopping through third-party delivery services. While higher online prices have become common across the grocery industry, Strack Van Till says it is making the investment to ensure customers receive the same competitive pricing, whether they shop in-store or choose the convenience of home delivery. Results for Indiana's iLearn exam are typically released in July, but this year they're being delayed by a month. iLearn measures English, math, science, and social studies skills for students in grades 3 through 8. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.